representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets.
Set to kick off.
For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look, here go toast. Give them a rose, but they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one feel. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go for the chick. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by...
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 14 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down, Denver.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Gurley. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 30.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Jets 7, Broncos 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Made at the 36-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Jets take over.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Simmons on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. He gets away from one. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. And the Broncos first down.
Murray now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra
and down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Complete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Out of the gun now on third down. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Braden Mann now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A final shot before half from Murray. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. We're just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The throw over the middle, taken in. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Murray says hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move.
The 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
2nd and 11. Looking deep for Adams.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Slant to Adams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 2-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Parker, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that joke college stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Noah Fant.
23 yards on the play. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Jets' 28-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, Jets.
In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sheldon Rankins never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw that's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
They're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.